Adding decimals. As you can see, we have a problem that we need to solve. First, what you should do is switch the problem to vertical and do the problem. Add decimals first, and then add the whole numbers. If the decimals add up to a whole number, add that to the whole numbers. So the previous whole numbers. And once you add these up, you should get 10.10. Adding decimals. As you can see, we have a problem that we need to solve. First, what you should do is switch the problem to vertical and do the problem. Add the decimals first, then add the whole numbers. So once you add all these up, you should get 9.75. Subtracting decimals. When subtracting decimals, it is always, as always, turn the problem vertical. Always solve the decimals first, then solve the whole numbers. So, 0.32 minus 0.21, and then you subtract the whole numbers. The answer you should get is 7.11. Subtracting decimals. When subtracting decimals, it is, as always, turn the problem vertical. Always solve the decimals first, then solve the whole numbers. So, subtract these, and then subtract these. The answer you should get is 3.01. Dividing decimals. When dividing, it is best to put the problem in this format. Normal dividing format. Move the decimal point in the divisor to make a whole number. So make this a whole number, as you can see this process here, so where this is 38. After doing that, do the same for the dividend. So when you move this over here, you should move this one space over, or however many spaces you move this one over. So then your equation now is, not equation, but your problem is 38 divided by 126.4. After the equation is done, place the decimal point directly above the dividend. So just divide this like normal. And then the answer, it's a little bit long, but 3.3263159. Hold on. Dividing decimals. When dividing, it is best to put the problem in this format. Move the decimal point to the divisor, in the divisor, to make a whole number. As you can see, we're doing the same thing. And then do the same for the dividend. After the equation is done, place the decimal point directly above the dividend. Answer 1.65 or 6050554. Multiplying decimals. Well, multiplying decimals, again, always turn it vertical.
Please come to the front office at this time. Adriana Anderson and Julian Clone come to the front office at this time. Thank you.
Add how many numbers are behind the decimal point, and once you are done with the equation, count forward and put the decimal point down. So you take these two numbers, and you just go, there's 1, 2 numbers behind this, so that's 2, and then there's 1 number behind this, so make that 3. So once you have your initial equation, then you just count up 3 times. Alright, and then once that is done, the answer should be 12.6. Multiplying decimals. When multiplying decimals, again, always turn it vertical. Add how many numbers are behind the decimal point, and once you are done with the equation, count forward and put the decimal down. So again, 1, 2, 1, 3. So once you have your answer, count 1, 2, 3, put the decimal point down. The answer is 12.546. That is how to use, that is how to add, subtract, divide, and multiply decimals.